Good evening, everyone. Hiya, Gary. Hiya, Gordo. I've just said to Chris, I don't think Amjad's coming in tonight. I think we've got all this preparation for his brother's thing. So, yeah. I know what you mean about crap weather, Gary.
Crap weather, you're not kidding.
I've got a tale to tell. Well, put it this way. I had to go to the doctor's on Friday and the vampires were unsuccessful.
Yeah, got crap vampires only work at night, not daytime.
I've had to rearrange it. Well, you see, when Chris took Callum Biscuit this afternoon, he said it had like just started raining as they were coming back. So yeah, he's not a very water. Yeah, don't like water. Don't like getting wet. So yeah. Well, Warwick Way, Gary. I was booked in to have my hypertension and my some blood tests done on Friday at the doctor's, well, nurses anyway. Yeah. One in that arm, look. You can see it there. Almost faded a bit. And one in that arm. Nada, nothing. Hi Tim, how are you? And Warwick Way, she was the only nurse that was there. One of the other nurses is off sick, and the trainee phlebotomist we're at Sheffield Children's Hospital. So she had to look in a thing or online to see when she was back, and yeah, she's not back till a week on Monday. So I've got on that 31st, I've got bloods and a woman thing, and then in the afternoon I've got CPAP down at hospital. So we're going to meet ourselves coming back that Monday. So it'll be a busy Monday. But you see, they sort of put you under this pressure because you've got to go in before 11 o'clock because that's when they come and collect bloods and whatever. It must be a German Shepherd thing then, Gordo, because Biscuit don't like. Yeah, it's going to be. We're like going to be meeting his son's coming back. I've got to be up at doctor's at 10:30 for But yeah, and then afterwards, this phlebotomist's going to attempt to get blood. And at 3 o'clock, I've got to be down at Northern General. Yeah, honestly, Gary, you want to see Biscuit when we try and put him in bath? It's called Mission Impossible. I mean, Gordo knows what it's like this. He does his starfish impression. Yeah. You're not getting me in there. But yeah, he has to give up in end because it was futile. You're not going anywhere till you bring him back. Oh dear. But yeah, you have to make sure bathroom doors, shut properly, otherwise they'll get out. Oh, we've probably just got two oddballs then, Gordo. Because Biscuit don't like water at all. But this is the thing. as well, I don't know whether your Ronnie does it or your dog's Gary. Even when he's had a drink of water, you know, sometimes either get them on the water on them droplets on the whiskers. He stands there going, trying to get these, you know, off his mouth. Can't even stand it near his mouth, even though he drinks this stuff. But yeah, I don't think he can even stand it on his mouth, because, same as I say, as soon as he's had a drink of water, if he gets any on his, you know, snout or anything, yeah, quickly. Hiya, Bria, how are you? So, yeah. But we're talking about funny habits as dogs, Bria. Biscuit is a German Shepherd cross with, I think, Lurcher. Hates water, and Gordo's just been saying it is I Optimus, but yeah, I mean, like Springer Spaniels are well known for. I mean, the hunting dogs, aren't they, Gary? So, you know, they're very water orientated dogs, but yeah. Can you imagine? You know, let's say, you know, your life depended on it, and yeah, you're in a situation where you had to abandon ship or something, and your dog will beat you. Can you imagine? Biscuit and Ronnie, they expect you to rescue him. But yeah, it's very strange. I thought most dogs like water, but no. And at the mere mention at Bath, you know, Biscuit start quivering in his boots. Biscuit! But yeah, and hey, I tell you something to know, Gordo. He seems to know when you're trying to lure him upstairs to go in Bath as well. Funny thing is, Biscuit does that with Chris. Yeah. Yeah, I saw them on, I think it was Google, and it says you can now buy dog life jackets. But yeah, they've got to go near water first, Gary, in order to have a life jacket on. No. But you're a right wuss, aren't you, Biscuit? Hey? No. But yeah, I think we've got two oddballs here, Gordo, because Biscuit don't like it at all. Is it just that right height, Gordo? He says Ronnie not even going near that, you know, that pond that's Gordo's built, baby. He says Ronnie not even going near that pond that he's built. Yeah, he caught little Collie drinking out on it the other day.
Probably try to trick Ronnie to get near things so he can push him in it.
Although German Shepherds are very intelligent dogs, can't half be thick sometimes. But yeah, Biscuit even seems to know, because you see, what we have to do is I have to go up first and run some water in Bath. Now, I shut the bathroom door so we can't hear the bath running. So, yeah, you know, it's sort of, everything's on the QT, if you know what I mean. I go up, I run, you know, about that much water in Bath. Hi, Crypto, how are you? And I even have to shut bathroom door so we don't hear water running. Because once he hears that water running, he'll probably know he's the one that's going in bath. But we're just on about the oddball habits some as dogs get up to, Crypto. And it's like, it's just like Mission Impossible, because you have to sort of do it on QT in stealth mode. Don't we? I say we have to go in stealth mode when he's going in BATH.
Oh, I have to so cool, but
I even have to spell it so we don't get,
He knows the BATH word.
Gordo says it surprised me that he avoids the pond when I'm feeding the fish. I was half expecting him to fish the food out where he's food motivated. Yeah, but I don't think fish food counts, Gordo. Okie dokie then, Gary. Oh yeah. Not bad priced either, 16 quid. See?
Mm-hmm.
I'll forward it on to Chris.
So.
You'll see. Gary's just sent it me.
What's that? Our budge?
The life jackets for dogs.
We don't go for it. They don't go for this year. Bloody life jackets for dogs. I've seen it all there.
Gordo says food is food when it comes to Ronnie.
Oh.
Well, yeah. Biscuit loves his food. He's not that desperate. God damn, I don't think he'd eat fish food. Oh, it's £12.50 with a Tesco club card, yeah. Same as Chris says, you've got to go near water at first. But, oh dear. How many dogs do you know that can't swim? That's why they call it doggy paddle. You know what I mean? Anyway, same as I say, there must be a call for them, Gary, or otherwise they won't sell them. But, yeah. Is it just a flotation aid or is it a proper life jacket? I don't know. I mean, I don't really know. It looks like a proper life jacket. But, yeah. Oh, can't see. But anyway, did you like my comment about me shaving my tash, Gary? It won't go. I've just said it earlier on. I says if it starts raining when Chris is out, that's it.
If it's first thing in the morning and he's passing it down and he's not, he'll appear on his pee pad. He'll say, "You think I'm going out there? You've got nothing coming, boy."
Yeah.
He'll go on his pee pad, which is good. He'll only go on his pee pad.
I'm happy for what Gordon put. The only stuff he's turned his nose apart is that Waddox roll and Mrs. G's pizza. But yeah, I thought that'd make you laugh. I was reading it out to Chris. I says, I put in comments, I says, I have to look my best. I says, e.g., I've got to shave my tash. I'm joking.
You're actually shaving a tash.
Yeah. Well, all this lot will be gone on. Well, I don't mean all of it, but I'm having an hairdresser come out on Tuesday, and I'm having it cut. So yeah. You see, I'm trying to hold off colouring it until I've had it cut. If that makes any sense. I'm not. Yeah. Unlike you, I've got plenty of hair. I ain't got no bald patches. Yeah, so that answered that question. And it grows flat. When did I have it done? February, I think I had it done. So it's not done too bad, but I hate it when it gets to this stage where it's sort of like kinking. You see? I bet he'd eat an old one, Gordo. If you, what were I watching? I was watching something on Facebook, and it were these two like golden retrievers, and I'm not kidding you. The only thing that they fed up, well, I mean, it were like, hi Jay, how are you? Anyway, it was showing you these two. One were like a pup and one were an adult size, and they were eating cabbage. They were even eating bell peppers, broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, you name it. And I could not believe that and they were enjoying it. You know what I mean? And like, it was like to and fro. Big and were nicking off at little and were nicking off at big and I couldn't believe it. Everything, even the pepper. And I'm thinking, what the heck? Can you just imagine? Can you just imagine Biscuit's face? They not even eat bananas. So, yeah. And I was, what the heck? Yeah, broccoli. They were like they put a whole cabbage down in front of it. And they were happily chewing away, you know, ripping leaves off and discarding some. And then, you know what I mean? I couldn't believe it. For a dog eating a pepper. Yeah. I were dumbfounded. And yeah, I mean, going back to what Gary was saying, and where they've been shitty. Back to rain again. We had one day. I have an essay. We had one day where it didn't rain. And now we're back to shitty wet weather again. See, that's the problem, because Chris with his drone and his camera can't go out when it's pissing it down with rain. Anyway, link's up there. Oh, I haven't put a link in, that's why. Shit. Sorry. I haven't put link in. I'm saying link's up there and it isn't. Oh, dear me. It's been one of them days. I'm thinking, I've been waffling on for 20 minutes.
By the way, you don't put your finger up.
Yeah, anyway, it's up now. Somebody didn't remind me. Yeah, there were them like long-haired golden retrievers. Yeah. You know, you'd think that, you know, but honestly, I couldn't believe my eyes. Everything that they gave them was vegetable, you know. Yeah, I mean, it was one of them green peppers. They not all that hot. But yeah, they were munching away like it were, oh, I tell a lie. I only think, well, they were an apple. And bigger retriever et all is, so the other Labrador's one off it. Thinking, yeah. But yeah, I couldn't believe what I was seeing go down. Even that purple cabbage as well. I think, I don't know whether it were, I know it went to parsnip and it went to swede. But it looked like a sweet potato, but it was white. I don't know what they called or what they are, but anyway, they were. but I don't know where it were. It was some kind of root vegetable anyway. And yeah. And that's one thing that, well, what I was going to say is I don't like about Biscuit, but I mean, I can't say I don't like him because of that, but very, very fussy. Very fussy. So, yeah, you know what I mean? It's... but when we first had it, it was like trial and error. I mean, they says, oh, he only eats... He has wet dog food with Harrington's, like, biscuit mixed in. So he goes out and buys Harrington's wet food. Crafty sod, re-tip meat and spitting biscuit out. Yeah, so much for them saying, well, he loves Harrington's. So I had 2 bags full that we had to throw away.
Plus away his food, yeah, and how much you can get.
Yeah. But yeah, it's oh yeah, he's not here tonight, Jay.
Got family.
Yeah, he's got family around. Yeah, he's calling me, and he usually shares it out, and he hasn't done yet. So anyway, if anybody wants to come up, the link is up there now. I know Richard is in Bonnie, Scotland. So he has put pictures in the group. Prior to getting, they were waiting at the ferry, and then like took a picture at other end when he, you know, disembarked off the ferry. So so yeah. And if you were wondering, Jay, Richard is gone to a wedding in, it's a little island off Scotland, and it's called Arran. And basically, you've got to drive all the way up to Scotland, board a ferry to take him to this little island in Arran. One of his mates is getting married on tomorrow, and he sort of arrived yesterday. Did you crack open that JD, Tim? Did you crack it open? So, but I know you're on Budweiser's. Oh, that's the thing as well, Tim. I owe you an apology. But I think somebody explained the reason. I did come back, but a certain person was in your chat and I didn't want any hassle, so I just watched. I did come back, but I was just watching. I think you probably know who I'm talking about. Because they did put in the chat, well, if Jeanette wants to come back, I'll leave. I don't want anybody to leave on my account. You know, let's just get this straight. I don't want anybody to leave your live stream on my account. So I just sort of watched, if you know what I mean. But I was there. So I thought, well, I do owe you an apology, but yeah. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Ooh. But yeah, you probably know who I'm talking about, because they did say that, you know, if I wanted to come back, they'd leave. And I thought, no, I'm not having anybody leaving on my account. So I do apologise, Tim. So, but I think we didn't drink it all, Tim. But yeah, that's about it really. So I had to rearrange these blood tests Told you I were difficult to get blood out of. Well, you know, the phrase that comes to mind is trying to get blood out of a stone. And basically, yeah, got no veins whatsoever. What? Slap prices starting at 5. What? Anyone need a slap prices? Oh, no, it was just, yeah, it was nothing, Johnny. It was Tim's. I mean, I did go up on panel because he was on his own. So basically, then I had to go for my tea. But by the time I'd had my tea and come back, there was somebody in chat that, yeah, we don't see eye to eye. You know, dirty underwear. Is that a big enough clue? Yeah. But anyway. No, I don't think them services will be needed, Johnny. I just steer clear. Stupid people. I just thought it were more hassle than it was worth going in chat. I mean, last time I went in and that person were in, you know, why you blocked me, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, anyway, and it's not Lee, by the way. So person did offer to leave, and I thought, well, I don't want anybody leaving on my account. You know what I mean? So I just sort of, I was watching. We're watching. But I'll let you know, Johnny, anyway. If I Gaffer, how are you? You know, if ever I want a discount slap for somebody, I'll let you know. But anyway, as I say, links up there. But and I got up at crack of dawn on Friday, especially go up to doctors, and yeah, big failure. I'll go back a week on Monday. Story of my life, isn't it? Because I says to nurse, she was only nurse there, so she couldn't get it. You know, who else is going to try? Nobody. You know. I know I saw you drinking rum last night. Anyway, did you finish it off, Johnny? Did you polish it off? But yeah, and it's been a shit day. Well, I've been waffling on half an hour. Nobody's come up yet. Johnny, I'm not sharp. I'll treat you with kid gloves. But yeah, I'm Jad's not here. Pardon me, because he's got his cousins over. Richard's in Scotland. Oh dear.
Like Chris Cross.
If Chris slaps you, you can slap me. Hey, you ain't got no say in the matter, Gaffer. If I want to slap somebody, I'll slap them. But anyway.
This has got to be right up, Gaffer.
It's yeah, slaps only happen in extreme circumstances. Tim can slap you as well. He's coloured his hair again as well. Looks quite suave and sophisticated. I made mine cut on Tuesday. I've had straight hair all my life, and then 'cause I don't want it to kink it kinks. Store. Don't tease. Well, it's like I always say as well, Gaffer. I don't buy only if you want me to. But yeah. It all depends where you want slapping. I know some people like that kind of thing. But anyway. Richard did say if it were a decent Wi-Fi signal that it probably, yeah, come on panel, but it remains to be seen. Okie dokie then, Johnny. But you know what these remote islands are like, yeah.
Is he on holiday?
He's gone to that wedding. It's that wedding tomorrow.
Ah.
Yeah, the wedding until tomorrow. But it went Friday because he got to drive up there. Then he got to get ferry, and then he got to, yeah, find hotel or whatever where he was staying. But you know what these remote islands is like. You know, can't always get Wi-Fi in the middle of nowhere. But I did ask him if he'd sorted his ferry out because he'd booked the hotel till tomorrow night, but the ferry weren't booked till Wednesday. So no, she'll be here in a while. Yeah, it's in Arran, Isle of Arran, and it's like just off at top coast of Scotland, but you need like a ferry to get over there. But yeah, apparently neither of this couple that's getting married, neither of them are from there, but I think from what Richard said is that they've been on holiday there quite a few times and fell in love with the place, so they're getting married in like these castle ruins or something. I don't know, but yeah, it's yeah. There's not many people live there, and I don't know. Well, obviously they must have some sort of Wi-Fi. I mean, it's not very often nowadays that wherever you go that you can't get Wi-Fi. So I don't know. He said if he could get on, he'll get on. Because obviously, I don't know whether I think they're having some sort of a meal. I don't know. I can't remember. I've been to bed since then. I know they're having some sort of a meal. And I don't know whether that's, tonight or tomorrow night. I'm not sure. Anyway. But this is the thing. I mean, in November last year, they went up Scotland and they were supposed to be staying Monday to Friday. And they were in one of these like glamping pods. It were like in one of these glamping pods. And he only lasted one night, and he went up on Monday and he were back for Tuesday, so we didn't, because he says they will lay in bed at night, and it was in the middle of nowhere. It was so remote that the pub only opened on a Saturday and Sunday night, I think he said. Well, obviously, we were only there till Monday to Friday. So, there were no pub open. Driving down these very thin, like remote lanes. Yeah. It only lasted one. Hi, Tommy. How are you? It only lasted one night, and it went up on Monday and come back on Tuesday. there weren't even a toilet in it, Optimus. You know, there were some toilet facilities, but it got to walking pitch black. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't think I would have. But he said they were like, he could hear like little pitter-pat feet on top of, you know, when he says it scared him, being on his own as well. So yeah, so he packed up that next morning and went home. So, but it were November. You know what I mean? It weren't exactly fantastic weather. So, but yeah. I don't know. I forget where. Tim probably remembers where it were. I know it was somewhere really, really remote. I think there were one post office and one pub in village, and that were it. So it were, yeah. I mean, ideally, probably in summer, it's lovely, and it were where the glamping pod was situated. You got like the view was looking over like this magnificent lake, but we're talking about November, so you know. But anyway, I think he's learnt his lesson from that one. You know, 1, don't go in November. 2, don't go in a glamping pod, and yeah.
Well, you go in a glamping pod, but you take everything with you that you need.
Yeah.
A bog roll, a toilet, and some food.
Well, that's it. And basically, yeah. Gaffer says he's a greedy bugger. He don't like to share. But Johnny says he's coming up.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. He's in a bit of it. He's feeling delicate.
Oh dear. You have too much happening.
Well, rum, I think it is. He said it was nice. It's got like a porch and whatever. But yeah, he says, you know, when you need a toilet, it were quite close. But you imagine in middle of nowhere, no street lights, no nothing. Yeah, trying to find bogs in total pitch darkness. Yeah. You see, Chris has got a porta potty, so yeah, I mean, you know, that'd be one of the things that you could take with you. You know, and yeah, make sure you've got a torch or a light or some sort, you know what I mean? But no, I'm built for comfort, not speed. Me, yeah. I mean, it's like Chris loves car camping, and yeah, he's due to get like his pension in a few years' time. He's about buying a camper van. So I says, well, I hope you don't expect me going with you, because yeah, I'm not one of these that you know, you like this in bed, and you know, I like to stretch myself out and be all right for Chris and Biscuit. You know, he's on about taking Biscuit with him, but yeah, it's not for me. I'm sorry. No, that's exactly what I said to him, Tommy. I says, well, I don't know what you're expecting, Richard. You know what I mean? Yeah, lesson learned, Tommy. That's all that's all I can say on matter. I think lesson learned. But I can't quite remember where it were, but I know it were in middle of nowhere, you know. But never mind. He's actually up in, well, he's in Scotland as we speak, Tommy, but he's had to drive up to Scotland, and then take a ferry out to Isle of Arran. But you know what I'm saying, Gaffer. I like me creature comforts. Yeah. And I always said to Chris, I says, the only time I'd go in like a camper van is one of these massive American, where it all comes out at top and comes out at side, and you know, you get the drift, and grab a king size bed, and an indoors toilet, indoor shower, comfortable, television. I like my own comforts. But anyway, same as I say, once weather gets nice, I don't know, there might be. We see, we've been to Isle of Wight twice, and if anybody knows, we went from Southampton first time, and that second time we went from Portsmouth, and you had to go across on ferry.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh,
You have been to Isle of Wight?
No.
No, it's nice. You'd like
I've been
it.
to Isle of Red, but I did drop some paint.
Yeah, we've
No,
been twice. But
I don't think so. The cat escaped earlier. I found him in garden.
ooh.
I'm walking around old streets. I had to walk around. I walk around the estate looking for him. I'm there like that. Mister.
If they're very field orientated, that usually does trick Johnny.
Well, I did it in back. It took about half an hour to find him, and then I shook it in back garden again, and he popped his head from right shed. Yeah, shithead.
See, you're going to get this a lot, Johnny, until you've had his.
I'm gonna fucking behave. I'm gonna kill you.
Did you finish that rum off then last night?
There's a little bit left.
But
I had 7 doubles. I was hammered. And they weren't exactly doubles.
yeah, well, put it this way, they weren't a bar measure. Put it that way. But yeah, I mean, we've been to.
You about it about 3 a.m. and when my stomach went thump. I was sick. I should have had fish, seafood salad, and then 7 rum and cherry cokes. Really.
So
then I were burping up cherry coke. Oh. Well, I went to the loo, my stomach really going mental, and I sat in this chair for a minute, right? Everybody else was asleep, and then my stomach just went fud.
I think he's got plenty of stuff this time, Tommy, to keep him occupied because it's for a pal's wedding. So they're having some sort of a meal, and I don't know whether it were tonight or last. Because he did say, "Will you be going live Saturday?" And I says, "Yeah." He says, "I'll try and pop in." But yeah, and it's like a proper hotel.
So it's still warm here, isn't it? Still warm.
It is. But anyway, when we went to Isle of Wight, I mean, there's a Asda, I think there's a Tesco's, but you imagine all their stock has to be shipped over on a ferry.
Well, I've got an app where you can watch all planes flying around country. Now I've seen little Isle of Wight. It's not very big, is it?
It's not very big. It's nice. I've enjoyed it both times when we've been, Johnny. But the only, you know, it's.
Hang on a minute. What do you say?
it's like this. You have to find your own entertainment, you know, find things to do. We went to a winery, you know, where they made scrumpy cider and things like that. You know what I mean? We went to a like a bus museum while we're in Isle of Wight. It's just finding things to do. And it's no good if you go without a car, because everywhere you go, you've got to go in car. So, yeah, you know what I mean? But it's nice in Isle of Wight. And I've...
Just going to go get me a fan. Wait a minute.
Okie dokie then, Johnny. I don't think so, Optimus. You know, it has disaster, isn't it, if you know what I mean? But you see, I do my research and I do my homework before I go, looking at supermarkets or close by supermarkets. And the only two that I could find were a Tesco and a Asda. So I always write sort of the postcodes to the supermarkets. You see, when we got there, when we went from Portsmouth, when we went from Southampton, we stayed overnight. And when we went from Portsmouth, we stayed in a hotel the night before. And basically, yeah. Honestly, Tom, if anybody wants a nice, scenic, I'd say quiet holiday, Isle of Wight's place for you. There's not a lot going on there, you know what I mean? And it all depends what part of Ireland you're on. But yeah, when we went last time, we went from Portsmouth, but the ferry terminal, we were stopping in a hotel, which were like 5 minutes away from ferry terminal. And when we went to Southampton, the hotel that we chose were about 5 minutes away from ferry terminal. But yeah, you know, I mean, we did go to it's like you know, it were like a high street type of thing, but it were in, you know, like in middle of nowhere. But it's like they've got like rock shops and like sand in bottles and stuff like that. And they've actually got music on that day we went. It was some sort of a, yeah. Anyway, and Chris and Callum went in cable car, and that takes you to Needles or the beach near the Needles, where they do sort of like you know, these banana boat things where you know, where they take you out into thing and zoom back. And you know, if you want a more sedate thing, they do sort of like take like boat tours.
Oh, you know, I get seasick on Scarborough.
You know, obviously these banana boat things, they've got about 7 seats. You know, can you imagine your granny sitting on one of them and you're riding over? Yeah. So they do another one which is sort of like more sedate, and you know, it's just like a motorboat, and it takes you sort of all to, you know, takes you out Needles, and you know, but you see
Needles.
That's in Isle of Wight. You know, when we went to the New Forest last year, and Chris took that picture of Biscuit on seafront.
Oh yeah.
In distance, you can see Needles.
Oh.
And I don't know why it's called Needles. I'll have to Google it. But yeah, that is a famous Isle of Wight landmark.
It says the Needles Lighthouse is there.
It says the Needles is a row of 3 stacks of chalk that rise about 30 metres out of the sea.
I see.
Off the western extremity of the Isle of Wight in the English Channel. Yeah, it says Needles Lighthouse, Durst Castle.
I will not have a cat in my bedroom. No way.
But yeah, you see, and Chris and Callum actually took like a cable car, and then they sort of got, you can get off wherever you want, like there's different locations you can get off at, and Chris chose this like beach, but 2 bottles of sand and a bag of crisps. But yeah, it were like all you know, there were ice cream parlours, there were, you know, craft shops, you know, and souvenir shops, and
Yeah.
you know, but it were like all on one main drag, if you know what I mean. And before you went on that, and then there were a place where it actually shows you making the rock, you know, Andy rock.
Yeah.
And it were like that. They were all different sort of things for different people.
Blackpool.
No, when we went to Isle of Wight.
Oh.
Can you remember when you and Callum went in that cable car?
Yeah.
Hey, you won't get in me in that no cable car.
That going up.
But a lot of people do, Tommy. You know what I mean? It's just one of them things. You know, you know, it reminds you of Isle of Wight when you take it back home with you and sit it on your mantelpiece. You know. Anyway.
Yeah, I've sat in the kitchen today drinking water and like doing washing and stuff.
Well, it's not exactly been weather for it to do anything else, has it? Really?
I bit my lip last night. No, I don't know how I did that. Bit the corner of my lip.
Oh, dear.
Probably getting overexcited.
In your sleep, maybe? Did you do it in your sleep?
No, I think I remember it stinging a bit while I was drinking, so I might have done it. I were hammered. I don't know what happened.
But yeah, it's.
When Ali said goodnight, I went goodnight as well.
It's like I think Ferry takes about half an hour to go over to Isle of Wight. But you see, there's like HGVs and all sorts, you know. But there's like different levels for different things. If you've got a van, if you go on it with a van, let's say you take a camper van over there, there's sort of different areas. You know, there's one like for domestic cars, and then you've got another area for.
So you can park on the island properly, you mean?
No, I'm on ferry.
Oh, ferry.
Hey,
Never been.
the devil in the shore to appear. He's in car.
Good evening, everybody.
Hello, good to see you.
Live from the Isle of Arran.
Live from the Isle of Arran, a very wet Isle of Arran.
Can't you get no Wi-Fi
Seen it down here as well.
hotel?
You can do, but it's a bit of a it's a very small room and it's very gloomy. You know, it's not the best Wi-Fi. I'm right on the seafront here, and it's quite good signal here.
Right.
Came and tested it earlier on today. You know what I
So
mean?
you're better off coming exactly from where you are now, sitting in your car.
We
Yeah,
got
that's
floodlight
it.
down here from 12 o'clock tonight.
I'm just put-
12 tomorrow, isn't it?
I'm
Will
just
that be up tonight or were it tomorrow? Tonight? Yeah, last
Wedding's
night.
tomorrow. Wedding's tomorrow.
No, I'm on about that where you were on about. We're having an evening meal or
That was
something.
last night.
Oh, last night, yeah.
Like a beach party. It was a seafood beach party thing.
Oh,
Oh.
seafood.
Yeah, there were all sorts on the go
And
that I
I
couldn't
sat there with
pronounce.
train told everybody else.
Tommy wants to know if you're wearing a kilt. Answers no, Tommy.
No, I'm not.
Even bride and groom aren't Scottish, so I don't think there'll be no kilts. It's just
No.
the location.
Yeah, it's I can't see chat, so I don't know if anybody's saying anything.
Cryptos said hello. Tim said hello.
Hello, Crypto.
Tommy's-
Hello, Tommy. And hello to everybody else.
Tim.
Hello,
You
Tim.
can't switch between chat and thingy, you know. on
I'm
the
just
phone.
trying to work out how to turn camera around, then I can show you the view outside. Not that there is much of one.
It's in settings.
Yeah.
Just at the bottom, and just press screen, don't it, and pop up.
I've only noticed his headline. Every little helps. Because Gary was saying, is there Tesco's? Oh, 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 oh.
Just wind the window down. Is that better?
Oh, yeah.
God, that is middle of nowhere, isn't it? See a little island on the horizon, look.
How long did ferry take, Richard?
How long did what?
How long was the ferry journey?
55 minutes.
Not bad.
55 minutes it were on ferry.
I'll probably be seasick.
Just
No.
reading what Tommy says. He says, don't tell him I said that if he can't read the chat. We'll do a brave fart. Oh, dear.
All right,
It
Gary.
is, I've got the Batter Ferry.
Which sea choppy then?
No, you were. You wouldn't know you're on a ferry.
Well, when we went on ferry to Isle of Wight, is it like that? You have to get off out your car. Okay.
Yeah, you have to get out. You have to get out your car and you go and sit in. Well, there was a lounge, a bar, or upper deck outside. I mean, it's a really big ship. You know, it's not like.
Yeah, I mean, when we went to Isle of Wight, we've been twice, and I stayed in lounge thing, but Chris and Callum wanted to go up on outside deck, and I thought, sod that.
Where are you? Top of Scotland?
Is it what?
Where are you anyway?
Aaron.
Aaron.
It's like he drove up to Scotland, and then from there he got a ferry over to Aaron. It's like one of
Yeah, I'm gonna find it now on me.
Aaron. Aaron.
I might be able to spot the ferry because you can get the ferries on this as well.
Yeah, it's the ferry goes from a place called Ardrossan to Brodick. That's where I am now. I'm in Brodick. The place where I'm actually staying is called Lalmash or something. It's further down, 3 miles down the road.
Is there a pub this time?
Yeah, Isle of Arran. Found it.
There's loads of pubs.
The new ferry's called the Coral Princess.
Oh, I don't know. No idea. It's Caledonian McBride, that's all I know, the company.
Mm.
They had 2 boats. They had a big, massive one.
Yeah, there's only one there. There's only one there. So.
Yeah, they usually have 2, but one's broken down. So they had this, I forgot what they call it, a boat that's like got a hollow underneath. But I didn't go on that one. I went on the ship.
Yeah, what they called, not hovercraft,
Catamarans, I think.
Catamaran, that's it. Yeah.
Well, they've got that as a standing because their other big ships busted, apparently.
Well, this one's Princess. This one's Princess Cruises.
Oh no, these are they're called Caledonian McBride.
But yeah, it's yeah. Them.
I've got the map. I've got the map and flight plan things, and it shows where all the ships are.
Them catamarans is like shit off a shovel. Yeah, you could have got one of them at Isle of Wight or there, but yeah, a lot more money.
Yeah, the catamaran is the same company, and they're only using it because their other big ships busted.
Yeah, so it's a standing. Yeah,
they don't run at night time. I think the last ship's about 8 o'clock. I think it starts about 8 in the morning and finish at 8 at night. I think so. Anyway, I'll let you know in next half an hour because I'm right next to port here, and
is that where you disembarked then when you?
Yeah, I'm just about quarter. I can see where the ferry comes in from where I'm sat. That as it might be, I don't know. It's the one I came on had a big white writing downside. Caledonian McBride, it said. Huge writing.
I think I've found that one.
But I mean, I know it's sort of not. It was 30 minutes. I think it took us to Isle of Wight. Either that or I don't know. I can't remember.
If you go as a passenger, it's only £4, but if you take a car, it's 21.
That's not bad then.
It's not bad considering you're on it for nearly an hour. You know.
So what you doing about Monday then? Are you just going to turn up on Monday?
Oh no, I've changed it. I went on the website on my phone and managed to change it because I was
Yeah.
supposed to be coming back on Wednesday, but I thought, what's the point? I mean, I've driven all over Ireland today. I've been everywhere. You know what I mean? It only takes an hour to drive around the whole island.
So you managed to change it then, did you?
Yeah, I changed it to Monday afternoon.
Oh, that's not too bad then.
I think it's 12:30.
The nearest
on
one to
Monday.
that island at the moment is a Coral Princess, but she's a proper big
Yeah,
cruise liner.
yeah. I don't
Be
think
on
there's
its way
anything.
back somewhere.
I can't see anything. I can see out to sea now, and I can't see out in the way of boats or anything lit up. Because you can see Scotland, the actual mainland from where I'm parked here. It's only you can see
It's
all
like
mountains.
when we went to Isle of Wight, you could see Portsmouth and Southampton.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they only look like a 5-minute swim away.
But yeah.
God, the weather's
I mean,
horrendous.
it don't look far, but when you think you're on a ship and they're sort of only going slow, that's why
Yeah.
it takes about an hour.
Yeah, oh yeah, does it? The weather's just horrendous, though. It's bloody awful.
It's
been
not
crap
been too
all
great
day.
here today.
It's not any better here.
I was going to
No,
say
it's
it's not.
just been like
Could you
fine.
imagine all work on the
fine
car
rain
yesterday?
all
So
day.
it beat it down the road.
Well, it's been raining all day, but it's sort of been on and off, on and off, on
Yeah.
and off all day.
Oh.
That's what it's been like here.
Certain times it's absolutely pissed it down, and then it's been
Well,
light
You're
rain.
not going in my room. You better stop being a tit now.
So you're stranded on a remote Scottish island. Did you ever see the Wicker Man film?
Funny. I thought about that this afternoon because I was driving down this road and I'm not kidding. It was only about 8 foot wide and it went on for miles. And I was busting for a slash and I found a lay-by and I thought, God, I was just having a pee and I thought anybody could clonk me up back at Eddie here now. And be off.
Oh dear. But yeah. But,
There's
it's good that you arrived safely and you've sorted your ferry back. And what time
Yeah,
they're getting married then, Richard?
1:30 tomorrow afternoon. 1:30.
So did you
Got
sort
a chance
your?
to get there and shout objections.
Did
Getting
you
married.
did you decide what you're having then, being as we sorted it out on Wednesday night?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I had a steak butt with chips.
What about at wedding?
I forgot. I forgot what I've ordered. I can't remember. I can't remember if at wedding.
You says to bride something about it, just so long as it's not staring back at me.
Yeah, well, that was for Friday night's beach food. I forgot the
No.
wedding food. The wedding food were organised a couple of months back, and I can't remember what. I don't know if I had a choice there on that one. I can't remember. I just can't remember what they're cooking. Because they're getting married at this castle.
Tomorrow
which
be
is
going.
right-
I don't remember ordering fish fingers.
it's at a
Yeah, I
castle
was
right-
just saying it's like a castle ruin, isn't it?
Yeah,
like-
it's called. We are looking at a map. I don't know,
The
but
cat's
it's,
just escaped into the living room.
it's right at the top of Ireland. It's called something like Langeras Castle or something like that.
Did you say it's like near a jetty thing?
Yeah, it's like a castle ruin. There's no
Hang on,
roof
I
on
can
it.
zoom
around.
right in on that island.
Well, you see what he'd done, Optimus Prime. He'd booked to arrive
It'll be quick,
last
Drew.
night, so Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then he'd cancelled. Like, even though his ferry
Why
went,
are you in the door?
same as Richard says. What am I going to do on a remote island for another 2 or 3 days? So he cancelled the hotel to come home on the Monday, but he forgot that his ferry wasn't booked till Wednesday. So he's managed to change it now and is coming back on Monday.
Yeah.
So it's all sorted.
Yep. That's it. Yeah, 1:30 the wedding. I've got a list here of my duties, you see.
You little tit head.
I've got my duties wrote down on a list. I have to pick some people up. you know.
I'm just on the bottom of Island where it says King's Caves, Dinosaur Handprint, the Don Fort, or Drumdoon Point.
All right. Well, if you go right to the top, there's a castle ruin, and it's called something like Lamrachach or something like that. I can't just remember. I've driven past it today, and I can't remember.
Laggan Castle.
That could be it. That could be it. Right. So to top leftish it is.
Yeah.
Well, if you're zooming on that, there's like a castle ruin with a jetty. Well, that's where wedding is. Weather permitting. Now, if it's pissing down, there's a plan B. There's two sets of arrangements. We've got the dry arrangement and the wet arrangement.
Other than that, I think got a plan B just in case.
Oh, yeah.
It down.
Either way, whatever happens, I have to go up there because the bridesmaids are in a hotel up there near this castle. So,
sorry. What me a sec. My
So
camera
if
is up my sponge.
if it pisses down, I think I'm not 100% sure, but I think I have to go and get them. But if it's dry, I have just to go up there and then run them to the castle, which is just a matter of half a mile. You know what I mean? I think.
So Richard's actually on bridesmaid duty.
Well, yeah, a bit of everything duty, I think. And then after that, we're going down to a place called, after the wedding, we're having the afternoon dinner and all that business at a place called Whiting Bay, which is down the other side of the island.
Yeah, I'm looking at a castle on the other side called Loch Razana Castle. And
That
got
sounds like it. Like at the top. If you look, we'll go north, it's like at top left, I think.
It says the Wind's Craft Shop. Oh.
Yeah. And if you go down that coastline, there's a place called...
It goes into like a jetty shape.
That's right, yeah. It's like a if you look from above, it looks a bit like a claw from above. You know, it's like a bay with a jetty jutting out.
Right, let me Google Earth it because it don't give a good enough picture of it.
And then the afternoon...
the thing is, it's something or somewhere where you otherwise wouldn't have been going, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And then after that, we go down the coast to a place called Whiting Bay, and there's a restaurant there. Well, they've hired the restaurant for the full day. And that's where the wedding do is, you know, the after wedding do sort of thing.
Yeah, the wedding meal.
Correct.
Yeah, that's the bay, isn't it? Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but it's like a castle ruin. I know there's no roof on it. That's all I can remember. Roof's missing.
Will you shut up more in your stupid cat?
Oh dear.
You go and look for him, but he panic about losing him, then he gets on your tits.
But tonight I've been at a barbecue, but luckily we were under like a big marquee, but it was still pretty...
I'm just outside a place called Kinloch Hotel at the moment.
All right, I don't know where that is.
It might be on the other side.
Yeah, it's not it's the traditional kind of wedding, Optimus, but it's sort of the location. And same as Richard says, neither of them are Scottish, but obviously they've holidayed there and fell in love with the place. And
that's about it. Yeah, they come here a lot on holiday.
So I don't think there'll be any kilts involved because neither of them are Scottish.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think I might have the wrong side of the road here, but that's is that the castle's got no roof.
Yeah, it's quite. Yeah, that could be it. It's quite a small, narrow castle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like
that
an
looks
arch
like
in
it.
front of it. Yeah.
That bloody lights have gone out. Hang on. Oh, there we go.
Now I'm going to swing it around so I can see over way. Hang on.
I forgot what it's called. It begins with L. Laranch or something.
Loch Ranzana Castle.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm
That's
outside.
the one.
I'm trying to get off that bit so I can get onto the road.
But yeah, it's there's not many people live on island, is there, Richard?
That's the other side of it.
Yeah, that looks like it. Yeah. I hope weather's like that tomorrow.
Very much doubt it from what I can guess from evaded weather.
Yeah,
Okay, no, I'm
It's the same as today, I think.
yeah. But then if it's today, then it's Plan B. We go somewhere else. We know. I've forgotten where we're going, but
That's the bay bit next to it.
yeah, it's
As you
like
drive down.
yeah.
That's amazing, that place. It's
I mean,
cool,
it
isn't
looks nice, but I mean, obviously, them
Well,
photographs have been
bad
taken
weather,
while it
though. I
was
bet it's
sunny.
like bad weather. It's hold on tight, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
When you're in
Yeah.
Ireland, you get battered from all sides, don't you?
I've driven
That's
around
it.
the whole perimeter of the island today, and it only takes you about an hour and a quarter to drive around the whole perimeter.
Optimus Prime says Plan B
Wait,
to the
You
pub.
dare go in my room? Push it door, push it doors. And if you don't click the lock up on the door, you can
Somewhere
open
else,
it.
we go somewhere else, but I can't remember the name of that. Plan B, I don't get to find out the details to that until we need it, if we need it. It has been thought out.
Tommy says on about that castle, probably roof blew off.
Yeah, probably did. It's absolutely wild here now.
Oh, I found the ferry. Hang on.
Yeah, ferry's at Brodick, a place called Brodick.
Ooh.
Oh, a bit bigger than that one.
That doesn't look like it. It's type in Caledonian Calmac ferries. Calmac CALMAC ferries. It's called Calmac, the website.
It does actually say Calenag Ferry.
Well, it should. On the side it says Caledonian McBride, spelled Mac.
Yeah, it's here.
BR.
Hang on. There.
Black
Says
and white.
outside of it.
That's the one. That's the one I came on. That with red chimney. That's the one.
Ooh.
That's the one.
That's
In fact, I think
cool,
it's
isn't it?
on
Let's have a
deck.
look round.
That was the one I came on. That because normally they have two, but one's broken down, so they've got this.
This is how a Yorkshireman goes on holiday, Richard. I don't even have to go now. I've already seen it. I booked a caravan right behind the pub. I'm not there.
I were here in 2000 and I think it was 2011 last time.
Quite an adventure, though, isn't it, to go up there? That's pretty cool.
It's not that. It actually didn't take me long to get to.
I know damn well my car could do that. No bother now. My car's running spot on now.
It took me just under 4 hours to get to the ferry, Ardrossan.
I did the other job
bad
yesterday, didn't I put the new belly panel, new oil, new filters.
Oh, did you manage to get it on yesterday, did you?
Yeah, I took it all apart yesterday and did it. All shiny. Proper left it gleaming. And then I put the new seals on, I'll put it all back together.
But same as I say, if you sort of, Isle of Wight, it's nice, but you need to find things to do. And I was saying,
let's have a look around memory lane for Jeanette as well.
I thought you further north, Richard, think Arran is just off the Ayrshire coast.
Correct, it is, yeah.
But yeah, you know what I mean? And I was saying, the same as I was saying, Richard, because Isle of Wight's an island all to itself, all the supermarkets, lorries have got to Port Fairy just like you.
Yeah, it does look cool, though. That's Isle of Wight, the port bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I find amazing is everywhere you look, there's an electric car charging station, but yet you try and find a bloody petrol station. Jesus Christ.
It's first time we went from Southampton to Isle of Wight, and then last time we went from Portsmouth.
But,
and I think that was about 3 years ago, last time we went.
Whoa, it gets a bit rough at times, though, doesn't it? Look at fucking waves there.
But it's well worth, because you see, we sort of planned things to do, Richard. We went to where they make scrumpy cider, and there were like this car rally thing that were there. But it's no good not if you don't drive or you ain't got a car. You need a car.
Definitely.
And
I found the front beach. The front peach bat.
Last time I came here, we were with wife and
Cafe
kids, and
everywhere.
we were on foot. And on foot, there's not a lot you can do apart from just this seafront, and that's about
Drown.
it.
But yeah, it's like same as I say. It's like Isle of Wight. Unless you're driving,
Yeah,
you're buggered basically, because
Yeah, you are.
everywhere you go is, you know.
yeah. Oh, definitely.
So, how were your first night then? Did you sleep all right? No pitter
Yeah.
pattering on roof?
No.
Or...
No, it was quiet because fortunately all the people in the other rooms, I know them. So if there'd been any racket, I'd have been booting on wall and telling them to shut the fuck up.
Hi, Tracy. Johnny's looking up Isle of Wight. He's
To get there, it took me 5 hours, 34 minutes, 264 miles.
Where to?
From Leeds to Isle of Wight.
But, same as I
That's
say,
just a
Johnny,
drive down. That's
we-
just a drive down.
there's two ports that do ferries to Isle of Wight, and one's Portsmouth and other one's Southampton.
It took me to Southampton. Jeanette,
What?
it's brought me down to Portsmouth.
Same as I
No.
say, it all depends, you know, at the time, because, you know, I think they're in a bit of competition with each other who can sort of price-wise, you know what I mean? Optimus Prime says this time tomorrow, Richard will be rocking to Tina's Turner, rolling on a river. Hiya, Anthony, how are you?
Oh, we've got a guy, a musician. We've got live music.
Ooh.
Yo, Anthony.
What kind of music do they play then?
He plays a few different things. You know.
A bit of
he plays-
everything.
Yeah. He's on
So they're
YouTube.
having a disco as well?
Yeah, there's a disco, but there's also a guy playing a bit of music. You can actually find him. He's on YouTube. He's called Ben Walker.
Ooh. Have a look.
And he plays like flute and Irish pipes and saxophone.
Ooh. What's his name again?
So
Ben Walker.
Shabba's not going to get him.
Yeah.
So there'll be no Shabba then. Shabba ranks. Reggae.
Is it? How many subscribers have they got?
Oh, I don't know. All right, Tracy, DJ Twinny, Tommy Hanlon, Gary Ross. I've sussed out how to get chat up.
Hey.
Hey, Bridget.
Is he a youngest guy or an oldest guy?
Got a beard.
Long hair with a beard?
It's I can't remember what his beard. He's got a lot of tattoos on his head, if I remember rightly.
On his what?
On his head. He plays like a flutey thing, you know, flute and saxophone. In his 50s. They've probably got a few. There's probably a few on with the same name.
The window is open for me and you ain't getting out of it.
Got a bag of traditional peppermint creams here. Buchanans of Arran.
I like peppermint.
Yeah, they're just like fried chocolate cream. Yeah, they're very yummy. Oof.
Gary said fiddly dee music.
Fiddly dee music.
Yeah, it's all this flute job and all this sort of. He plays flute, saxophone. Well, he can play all sorts of instruments.
And I'm in the chat with you every day, Tim, but send me your address again. I've got the envelope ready. It's even got the sticker in it, but I forgot your address. Oh, really? I think it's
Yeah, this guy I'm looking at has got a beard and long hair.
He ain't got long hair, that's for sure.
I don't know then.
Just wondering if he has a different name on YouTube.
Look, Jeanette.
What?
Hang on, camera back on. Look. Says Tim Palmer. It has a stamp on it. There's a sticker in it. I just need your address. I'll chat to him every day.
See, there's one Ben Walker that's got like albums.
Yeah, well, he has.
Yeah.
I think he has a couple of albums.
Ben Walker is a Perth-based singer-songwriter from Montrose, Scotland.
Oh, that
Oh.
can be.
That him, maybe?
No, he's not from Scotland. I don't think so, anyway. Oh, he's from Lancashire, I would say. His profile picture might be like a face on a black face on a white background, like a silhouette, if I remember rightly. I can't find it on here. Like a silhouette. I can't find it on here, else I'd find it, because if I found it, I'd knock myself out the stream, I think. God forbid it's bloody dismal here. Jesus.
Like I say, we've got flood alert warnings from 12 o'clock tonight.
I'm looking for it, but I can't figure out who it is.
Good luck finding me. When you type in Johnny 5, all you get is loads of freaking movie clips.
Tommy says, what's name again? Ben Dover. Yeah.
That's that camper van that drives around in it, Tommy.
But I've had a look, but I can't.
It's a test for Tommy now, if he knows what I mean.
Might be a wildebeest with those island women.
Come on, Richard, do you know what that bend
Hey,
over
oh.
is?
Hey, oh, you might surprise us all, Richard, and come back with a woman.
I doubt it. They're all attached. I've already checked.
I've already checked.
I've already checked that one out. They're all attached, unfortunately. I'm the only single person here.
Oh,
Oh, bloody hell.
bugger.
Can you see any sheep out the window?
Hey.
Well, there's loads
Hey.
of them.
Talking of which, I know I'm changing subject. You know this course that Callum's been on all last week? He actually plucked up the courage to ask this girl out on Friday. She didn't say no, but she says, I'll think about it. So it went a no.
Probably a bit of shock. You got
But
to do
that-
it.
Yeah, that for Callum is a big thing. He's, is very shy, you know what I mean? And he said, he came home on Friday and he says, one of the girls on course, he says, I've actually asked her out if she wants to go out.
I'm murdered. If I'm had a drink, I won't say no. But once I've had a few scoops, I'm in there with everybody.
I'll have to tell Callum that one. You've got to have a few.
I don't give a shite once I've had a drink. I don't give a shite. I think, well, they can only tell me where to go. That's the way I look at it.
Richard, I'm naturally like that. I'm just
I call it the
one shot. When it comes to the ladies, Callum is very, very shy. And, I nearly fainted when he says, oh, I've asked this girl out.
Well, I've had a few slaps in my time, but you'd be surprised how many times it's paid off.
Well, he didn't get a slap.
A bit too cheeky, I mean. You know, when you're a bit too cheeky.
He didn't get a slap. She didn't say no. She says she'll think about it.
So there you go, Tim. I'm teasing you now. All I need is your address. He emailed me, but I can't find the email. I even typed in Tim Palmer. It said that I'd sent him one once, but there's no chat thing. I don't know. That's been like that about 5 months.
And same as I says to Callum, I says, you know, you never know until you ask.
Correct. That's the way.
You know, you can't win, you can't lose. It's either
Correct.
she says yeah or she says no. But she didn't say yes or no, but she says she'll think about it.
That's it.
It went a definite no, put it that way.
If you think you've got to ask 50 and you'll strike it lucky out of 50, well, that's, you know, just go
I
at
beg your
it.
pardon, Anthony.
So,
you spelled that right.
But yeah.
The thing is, I'm not being funny, but the bugger all the fancy shit. If you make them laugh, you're halfway there.
Well, that's it. And that's exactly what I said to Callum. I says, so long as you've got some sort of rapport and you can have a decent chat between yourselves, you know what I mean? You're halfway there.
If you make them laugh, that is the key. I don't give a shit what anybody says. Instead of trying to be a flash area out like that.
That's it. If you've got, and if you've got things in common as well.
Fucking lights have gone out. There we go. They go off after 5 minutes. Put 10p in me too.
But Andy's got he went for an interview Friday. We're only in there 5 minutes, so he's not very optimistic about that. So he's got another interview next Friday, but they did say it was 5 till 5:30. So yeah.
I'm a short hour. It's 5 till 5:30. That's my kind of job.
No, the interview.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Take your coat off, put kettle on, put it back on and go home. That'll be all right. So I'm only here to make the tea.
Hello.
Hello.
Yo.
Oh, I forgot to press my button.
Your volume's very low.
Oh. Yeah.
I need
Richard's
new
in
batteries
the Isle of Arran, just off Scotland, for a wedding he's going to tomorrow.
That's why I'm sat at dark.
He's sat in his car because Wi-Fi's shut in his hotel.
Are you sleeping in your car?
No, I'm in an hotel, but it's just Wi-Fi's a bit crap.
Oh, is it?
Is it the ferry part? It's cool.
I'm right on the seafront here where it's a good signal. I think I'm getting a signal from them.
Gary says, make them laugh a leg opener. Well, it's all right. We're talking about Callum actually took the courage to ask a girl out on Friday.
Oh, did he? Nice.
She didn't say no, but she didn't say yes. So she says she'll think about it. So yeah, it went to no and it went to yeah. And that Callum is a big step.
Where did you meet her?
Well, he's on this course. Like he's been on course all this week, and he's on course till Thursday next week. It's all about, you know,
Life skills, basically, is it?
Yeah,
good.
You know, keeping your CV up to date, and interview techniques, and
just giving them a little bit of helping hand.
Well, he spoke. He spoke to this. It's called Source Academy, and it's basically an apprenticeship. So anyway, he emailed her his CV, and they want to check all his, you know, like maths and English and whatever.
For me tonight, I got a bit out last night.
What?
There's only a bit left in that bottle.
I'm drinking. This is pop.
Well done. I'm on the.
I know. This is unusual. I can't remember last time I had a Saturday night without having a scoop. Unbelievable.
It's been around, Gaffer.
But
Says, oh my God, it's got 80 days, fella. Where you been? What's that?
What did you say? Where have I been?
Yeah.
Gaffer said, OMG, that easy fella. Where have you been?
Oh, what's up? What's up, Gaffer? Long time no see, man. I'm still here. Look, I got a spot under my eye there. Can you see that spot? I've been feeling like shit today.
Probably a bit run down.
Yeah, I'm just fucking, I am.
Well, you see, I go through a stage. I mean, I've covered it up, but I've got a big zit on my chin.
I got one there.
One on my eye.
I got one there.
And I didn't even have acne as a teenager. But I tend to find that it's when I'm run down.
Yeah, I'm a
When I
bit.
break out and all.
It's a bit stressed out, man. I think.
And I did a Kate on Friday. I went to doctors for some bloods twice without success, and they've had to rebook it.
I'm gonna give myself a little whiskey.
You'd have to
We
tell
drama.
Dracula to stop visiting you.
A wee dram. That's what they call
Wee
it. a
dram.
dram.
Let's have a look at this.
And you've got car lights above your head, Richard. Your
I got
internal
what?
light.
That's my back
Yeah.
internal light, my front one. There's one in the middle, one up front.
Are you in a place called Addison?
Aaron.
I'm on the opposite side. I'm at Brodick on the island.
I've already found him on Google Maps.
Oh,
Brodick.
Brodick.
Johnny's done your job for you.
Oh,
ain't he?
you've already gone across.
Yeah, I'm on the other side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're already there.
Well, give it. Oh, I was getting that. I was getting there. Let me, fucking, fucking hell. It's not bad though for my first guess, was it?
No, it's pretty good with that.
Yeah,
Well, you've got a
Easy
good
could
memory.
track you to exactly where you parked.
I don't fucking know.
I've just found the ferry you were on.
I'm parked right outside a co-op. Would you believe it? A co-op shop.
God. You've gone up market then from Tesco's and Sainsbury's then to go up.
Yeah, and trust me, there's no prostitutes or anything around this one.
No, not that kind of blowjob.
No. Like I say, I can't believe it. There's no petrol stations.
There is a restaurant called Hooked and Cooked.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Fish and chips, they do.
I'm right outside the co-op.
Jeanette can't get hold of me at the moment.
Well, what I'll do is I'll send it to Tracy.
Yeah, that'd be easy.
If Tim-
Point right next to an electrical charging point.
I'm getting some weird messages on Instagram. I got rid of that, mate. Weird.
But yeah, if you send it to me, Tim, I'll pass it on to Tracy.
You know, when you go on your Instagram, somebody's liked every single picture you've got on your fucking Instagram. That's a bit weird, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I get that all the time. I mean, I get people liking my shit. I put a thing on.
I just deleted it. I don't really use it.
Look at this. Let me show you this thing. I put this thing of Harry playing guitar on an Oasis forum page I'm on.
You look funny, though.
Yeah, I put it on yesterday. It's an Oasis. It's an Oasis thing I'm on. Look at this. It's had 152 likes since last night. And there's about, look at all the comments.
Is it that one where he sat in front of pedals?
No, look at all the comments. This is from last night.
Yeah.
But
Fucking crazy. No, it's no, that was just a picture, wasn't it?
I can't remember. I know I've seen it and I liked it anyway. But
The cat's attacking my leg. It's
That
okay. I'm still on him yet. It's always on the back of my face.
yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, no, that's just a picture.
Just a picture.
He's been learning some stereophonic songs today. Fucking
Ooh.
blows my mind, honestly. It's fucking 6. You believe he's 6?
Before he's 10, he'll have his own band.
Oh, no doubt. He's got his own band now. Me and Jack.
Well, that don't count because you're his dad and his brother.
Yeah, that's it. Starts a family, man. That's where it starts.
How's your band going?
It's okay. We got a I got a keyboard player coming in on Tuesday to audition. So,
Still not found a singer then?
no, it's me. The thing is, when it comes to singing, is I'm not great, but I'm not shit.
Well, yeah.
1 minute.
But when, like, I don't think anyone can sing my songs like they're supposed to be sung. You know?
But I mean, you sort of look at it this way. There's certain songs that, yeah, I mean, it all depends whether you're looking for a male vocalist or a female vocalist.
If I get a female vocalist, she's gonna have to have big knockers. You know, like proper. Big one.
Yeah, I won't put that on the advert.
Yeah, good voice and big tits. That's what I was going to say. A nice ass.
Well, I've got knockers, but I ain't got the voice.
Well, you're halfway there.
And I'm a bit too old.
I think we're all a bit old.
But
What's that noise?
I think it's Richard.
Have you got your fan on, Rich?
Oh, me. That's fine. I'm fine. I'll turn it down a bit. That'd be my engine.
No, it's the fan. It's your heaters probably hitting your phone.
I'll turn it down. Hang on. There.
Have you got your window open?
No. No. Push it down.
Yeah, it's like that. Yeah.
Well, anyway.
Look at it. Absolutely wanging it down.
Yeah, so wanging it down. Oh yeah.
That's a Yorkshireism.
Yeah, that's a fucking word for a wang.
I say that all the time. It's wanging.
Wanging it down. See, I told you.
Cheers.
Johnny knows understands what I'm talking about.
Or razzing it. Razzing it.
So if I said you want to see my wang, what would you say?
That's a different meaning.
Oh, I don't know. It's the same word.
I've been to wet wang.
Hey up, we've been past wet wang.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah,
Filey.
Is there a place called Wet Wang?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look it up. It's near Filey. It's in South York. Yeah. Right. I'll
Drive through it.
And we did actually drive through it, but we saw signs for it.
There's a Cock Lane in Wakefield. There's a pub called the Old Cock on the corner of it.
Wet Wang.
There's one in Southport called Cockledick Lane.
Dryfield.
Wet Wang is a Yorkshire Wolds village and a civil parish in the East Riding of Yorkshire, England, 6 miles west of Driffield. At the census in 2011, it had a population of 761.
Oh yeah, it's only small.
Yeah. But yeah, there is such a place, and we went past it when we went to Filey.
I've got it now. Do you want to see it?
No.
There's a place
I don't
in
want-
Scotland called Twat. You search
This one. It says to get there, it's an hour and a half. Right. From Sheffield to Wet Wang.
You Google it. Twat.
Do you want to see my Wet Wang? Make my wang wet.
Yeah, just down the road. He's chucked me a towel.
Is it 1 tea or 2, Richard?
I think it's probably only going to be one, but there's definitely one. Yeah, somebody just said there's a charge station at the docks. Yeah, they're all over the shore. One right next to me. I said there's no petrol stations. There's plenty of charge stations, but no petrol stations.
Well, that's no good if you've got a petrol car or...
Yeah, there is petrol stations, but I'm saying not many.
It is double T, Richard. It's spelt TWATT. It's a settlement in the Shetland Islands of Scotland. It is located on the Shetland mainland on a minor road that leads from the... Well, anyway.
Have you got a hotel? Are you outside your hotel?
No, my hotel's about 3 miles down the road.
Why are you so far away from your hotel?
Because this is where the signal is. There's no signal.
You're sleeping in your car. Don't fucking lie to us.
Oh, I'm sleeping. I've got my hotel.
Thank you, Mark.
There's no way you would come out of your hotel because your hotel got shit Wi-Fi and drive 3 miles.
It says that.
What's the name of your hotel? What's the name of your hotel?
I'll show you your hotel key and get on this fucking bunch.
You haven't got to show me your hotel key. I'm joking. What hotel are you in?
It's called Lamash.
There's this. It says Belen to Twat. We take a tour of the nation's naughtiest named towns.
From Belen to Twat. You ain't with a wet wang.
Via Wet Wang.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, Wet Wang's there.
What are you on?
It's Sun website. It says Belen to Twat. We take a tour of the nation's naughtiest named towns.
Lamlatch, I'm staying.
Hey, oh, there's one here called Fingering Hoe. And that's in
Lamlatch.
Essex. Bellend.
Type that in Google.
And that's in Worcestershire.
3.2 miles away from me.
There's a
Yeah.
place. Listen, there's
Yeah,
a place.
Gaffer says there's a petrol station around the corner from you, Richard.
Yeah, there's one on the port.
Richard, I think you had to drive through a place called Cumnock together.
Hey, oh, there's one here called Shitterton in Dorset.
Shit.
Shitterton.
Now,
There's a place called Cumnock that you would have had to have drove through. I
Oh,
think.
Wet Wang here. It says to translate as a wet field.
Did you go on the A76 by any chance?
Oh, shite knows, I don't know.
Would have been one of the A roads before you got to your port. Not far.
There's a place called Twat in Shetland, mate. On Shetland. Hey, oh, there's one called Cox here in Cornish Hamlet.
Where I'm staying is at the end of the A841. That's where I'm staying.
I tell you now.
I think the
Upper Thong, right? Host the World Welly Wanging Championship.
I know where Upper Thong is.
Oh no, you would have been on the A74 and the M74.
Oh yeah, definitely on them. That's to get to port, to get to Ardrossan.
Yeah, and it literally runs parallel the road, and there's a place called Cumnock. You drove past Cumnock.
Balls Cross.
That one you just mentioned, Jeanette, that's in Elmfirth.
Yeah, Wet Wang.
There's a road
No,
in
when we
Southport
went to
called-
Biley, not this year, year before, we went past Wet Wang.
You dried it up on there.
You should chuck a bit of talc on it.
You run round with a cloth.
On a wet wang.
Yeah.
All right,
Don't you take your own towel, it's just a gun.
What's that noise? Is it me?
I've got a fan on.
Everyone mute their stuff a minute for a second.
Mm.
I'm not sure if it's me, if it's my computer.
my engine. Hang on. Look at that.
Mute yourself a minute.
How the fuck do I do that?
Go on, haven't it? No, not everyone mute themselves. Just Richard.
Right.
It might be. He's outside as well, isn't
Oh, hang about, Johnny. Is that a fan I can see behind you?
Yeah, it's just said it might be this fan.
Oh,
he? I just said that.
yeah, it's probably you then, Johnny. It's fucking. We're all wondering. There's a big fucking fan this big blowing on Johnny's camera.
How's that?
I've got my engine running, but I can barely hear it myself.
Oh no,
Might be me with fan.
no, it wasn't. Still, it's Richard. Speak, Rich.
You might need the heating on out there.
It's quite warm.
Yeah, it's definitely Richard. Mute
It's
yourself.
definitely Richard, because you like a bit muffled as well.
Yeah, mute yourself again, Rich. A second.
Hang on.
It's gone now. Yeah, it's definitely Richard.
I thought it was me. I thought it was my actual speakers. Like,
Now?
Should have got good speakers.
you
I've
turned your
turned
engine
engine
off.
off.
Huh?
I've turned the engine off now.
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
Can you hear the sea?
You right by the sea?
Says, can you see?
Go for a dip. Go for a dip.
He ain't got that rich, easy.
I think that man from Atlantis.
Can't you be all right? It's good for you, man.
Jesus Christ! Listen, it's wild bloody waves are in front nearly.
It's really good for you getting some wet on your wang.
It'll stimulate something in you, Richard.
Yeah, go get some wet on your wang.
You need to get back in the car.
Yeah.
I'm not going to answer it. I held my phone out the window.
He scoped skate out, and everybody's taking his own single one there.
Yeah,
Is there going to be no single ladies?
No, there's none. I've checked.
He's already checked.
Check. He's done his own work. There's no single ladies there.
Any single fellas?
I don't give a shit about single blokes. I'm not that bad yet. I'm not that desperate.
What about one at cleaners?
Listen, you could have took some fancy dress costumes and we all could have had some fun. A couple of wigs.
What about one of those foreign cleaners? You might be alright there, Richard.
You're going to miss it tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I know she's going to be bashing the bloody Hoover against my door and I'm not going to be there.
Sure you'll find something.
Yeah. Yeah.
They probably haven't even got blown. They aren't they're not that far advanced.
No.
Should have took yourself a date and just went and rented one.
Yeah, easy. You shouldn't discount the wildlife.
Oh yeah. There might be some nice sheep.
There's plenty of sheep. By God, he's there. They're everywhere you look.
Oh, there you go. Do you know when you shave them, they look okay? You could probably put a dress on one and they wouldn't know the difference.
Just think of it, Richard, as a human who says he's a sheep.
Did you take your wellies with you, Richard?
Just tell him she's trans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's trans.
She identifies as a single female. She's trans.
She wears mint sauce as perfume.
What are you eating, Johnny? What you got?
Pork and salad.
Nice.
I've been busy all day. I haven't eaten really.
I had steak. It wasn't that nice. It was expensive as well for what it was. Didn't seem when I cooked it. It didn't seem right. I don't know why.
I got a butcher's thing down there to stock up for Mum for freezing.
Yeah.
I had a steak sandwich with chips on Friday night, and I don't want to talk price to Johnny. He'd fucking fall off his chair. Because I must admit, I was a bit took back, and I'm not tight.
We're in double, triple figures.
It was just over 20 quid.
Oh.
Yeah.
The sandwich.
23 quid.
Okay, now.
I went to counter with a £20 note, and it weren't enough.
Where was you?
We were at a beachside, bloody.
Well, I could do a family of three for 29.
Steak sandwich and chips. I mean, it was good, don't get me wrong. The chips weren't brilliant, but the steak sandwich were excellent. But I don't give a shit how good it is. I don't think it's worth 23 knicker.
No, well, to buy a steak, no, it's you can't buy a decent steak for less than a £5, 5-6 quid for it from the shop, like.
Like a single one, you mean?
Yeah, so as soon as they take that to a restaurant, you got to triple the price of that. So that turns into a £15 just for the steak.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, it was one of them long French breads. It was a good size.
A baguette.
I couldn't eat it all anyway. I had to throw a bit of it away because, you know,
that's a bad Johnny don't want to hear.
Split 23 quid. I put it in a doggy bag and took it back to the hotel with me and ate it a bit later
I'm not leaving till I'm not leaving till this plate looks like nobody fucking used it.
But yeah, I thought when she said 23 quid, I went, whoa, fucking hell.
Good job I like salad.
I thought Scottish were supposed to be tight. Obviously, I'm wrong.
But yeah, Rada said, can I have a doggy bag?
You know.
I would have wanted a fucking hand job. Fucking 23 quid for a sandwich.
I'd want a fucking explanation, man.
Yeah, right.
Everything's a bit pricey, though. Everything.
Yeah, that's just the way it is. It's the inflation of all the fake money that they're printing.
I mean, what is it? Petrol station here is 10p dearer than what it is on the on the main Scottish bit, on mainland.
Yeah, well, it will be because it's getting it there. You know what I mean?
I only put E5 in my car, so I pay a bit more on my fuel.
I got diesel. Diesels come right down. It's like 140 a litre now.
Yeah.
I'm paying 159 a litre, but I'm getting that. I put E5 in there.
What the hell's E5?
There's
Premium.
an E5 and E10 fuel, isn't there? With
Sounds like a
petrol
TV channel.
No, it's the E10. They brought out a new E10 fuel, but it's basically got ethanol in it. So if your car's a bit hot, it just smokes like a twat with it.
Tracy says she would ask for a doggy bag and all too, right, at 23 quid.
Yeah,
I can't eat it all now. Can you wrap it me in something? I'll take it back to hotel with me and I'll eat it in my room.
Well, it were in 2 trays, so I could have I could have kept it. You know what I mean?
Say, right, can you turn a few lights out so I can have a bigger steak?
But it were big. It were big. Don't get me wrong. Quantity and everything were fine, but I didn't expect it to cost me over 20 quid.
What was you expecting?
I was thinking around about 18.
Yeah.
I thought 18 would have covered it. I was saying 13 quid for it books and perhaps another 3 or 4 quid for it chips. You know what I mean? And chips, it's just one spud act up, a couple of spuds act up.
Well, a bag of chips now is like fucking £3.50.
Yeah, I mean, I can live with
I
that.
was at a restaurant, right, and they brought the chips in a fucking metal cup. The chips were stood up. Just in this cup.
It's weird when they ask you
like a tankard, like a metal tankard.
Yeah, I know what you.
What the fuck?
She asked me for money, and I didn't want to look shocked, but I were inside.
Back in them days, I found it unacceptable if you could count your chips.
When I went to first time I went to Spain, I rented a moped, and me and Jack went to this little secluded beach. And when we got to the car park, there was like a little hut that sold drinks. So I thought, and then you had to walk down like a 10-minute walk. So I thought, we'll have a quick drink before we walk down. I've gone in there, ordered 2 cans of Coke, and it was €6.
A burger and a.
€6 for 2 cans of Coke. I got video of it. There's a video on my channel of.
Welcome back, Gordo. When Chris and Callum went to Wembley, 2 burgers and 2 cans of Coke were £22.50.
Jesus.
It's insane, isn't it?
And that were 2 burgers and 2 cans of Coke.
Ask Tracy in chat how much a fucking hot dog cost at Leeds United.
Well, that's why they do it. That's why they plumb in the like little tiny things so they don't, you don't get a plate full of chips. That's
Johnny.
It was 2 hot dogs in a bun. 15 quid.
2 hot dogs, yeah. That's what it is when you're at an event. But when you're at an event, the place where the burger van is, they tell them the prices on a lot of events.
Well,
this were
a burger van where Chris got his from, but it was right outside Wembley. So £22.50 for 2 burgers and 2 Cokes.
They know they got the people there and they're going to pay it. You've got no other option. I used to work on burger vans doing all the festivals, like Glastonbury and all that. And,
that's it. It's everything sort of more expensive.
Well, you charge because there's other companies doing it around the whole site. See, so everyone's got to be. You're not allowed to undercut anyone. You've got to charge what they tell you.
Beg your pardon, Tim.
It's got a bit raunchy in here tonight.
Let me pop chat up. I got no chat.
I think Tim's smiling and swizzling round on his chair at the moment. He's a bit overexcited.
Anyway, how much for this hot dog?
15 quid.
15 quid?
For an hot dog.
2 hot dogs.
And then you on about steak being 23 quid.
Yeah, good job with it. Good job with it. 46.
Tracy thought she was buying old pig.
She said she didn't even want to put a card against the machine. She was that pissed off. Do you know when I took Luke to that prom thing the other week?
Yeah.
£5 for a bottle of Heineken. You know them bottles of Heineken? Not the big ones. Normal size.
Normal size, yeah.
We in a bloody hour getting off boat. I'd spent 123 bloody quid. I'd used nearly 100 quid's worth of fuel and 23 quid on a bloody butter.
Tracy says you had to buy onions separate. You thought they'd have thrown them in.
Which one, sorry?
Whose wedding you going to?
It's just a friend's, that's all. It's not a relative.
Oh, I would have fucking told him to fuck off, especially if there's no single ladies for you. I wouldn't have went. I mean, if it's costing that much, it's silly, isn't it?
I think she means we got plain ones.
Man, well done, Gordo. I don't know about anybody. I don't like it.
They are having a proper night do, another night do, back near home, where there will be some there then.
Yeah, they're not natives to the island. They're not even Scottish.
No, I know. I remember you saying. I mean, they would have paid for everything if they wanted me turning up.
Yeah, it is. Like,
they could have centralised it a bit more, couldn't they?
Well, I think it's a bit fucking. How many people are going?
Oh, there's about 30 people up here. Hey, and some people.
Not really a lot for a wedding, though, is it?
No, that is fucking. Who the
this is the thing. It's like these folks that get married abroad, right? You've got your flights and everything to book. You've got hotel to book. You know what I mean?
It's a lot of money, man. You're paying the price of a holiday just to go and see two people make a mistake.
Chris has been married 20 years.
I would have. What you should have done, you should have treated it as a holiday. And then
Gordo's asking how people like steaks. Yeah, I like mine. Well done. Don't like it still mooing.
Yeah, I'm same. I like it well done. I don't like.
I mean, not cremated. Well done, but well done.
Yeah, I like it. So
I like mine medium.
So it breaks up nicely when you tune it. I don't want one where it's like.
As long as it's not bloody.
Yeah, like rubber.
No.
And you put it into it and it floats off at plate. I'm thinking, at this price, I'm cleaning it down and putting it back on plate.
Yeah. You sure this is state? Because mine's got a tattoo.
Yeah, Gordo likes his. He says it. I have mine blue, still mooing.
Do you know what I was going to do? Next time I get a nice steak, I'm going to brand it with my Hazy Days on. I was going to do it tonight, but I couldn't be bothered sorting it all out because of the rain and everything.
Gordo says you cook the flavour out of it, having it well done. But I'm not. If I cut into it and there's blood coming out of it, that's it. I'm done. Yeah, no.
I don't mind a bit of blood.
But I'd sooner have it well done.
So it's like fucking eating a pair of boots, then.
I don't mean cremated well done, just so it's properly cooked.
Yeah.
And a blob of garlic butter on it.
Oh, she's adding stuff now.
Absolutely bouncing here now, is rain. Flipping bouncing.
So when's the actual wedding? Tomorrow, is it?
Tomorrow afternoon. 1:30.
And then what is it? Is there a meal and everything afterwards?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were talking about it on Wednesday because it read menu out and we were deciphering what it were on menu.
Oh, well, that was for the beach party last night.
Oh yeah, because we were on about pancetta. I thought pancetta were a bread, but it isn't.
Did you say leaving party?
It's belly pork.
You say leaving party last night?
No, beach party last night. That was a beach party last night. That.
Oh, did you go to a beach party last night?
Yeah.
Oh, how long you been there?
I arrived just afternoon.
I thought you just got there now tonight.
Oh no, I've been here since yesterday afternoon, 4 o'clock.
Oh, okay. That's why I thought you were lying about your hotel, because I thought nobody fucking gets there and then gets to the hotel and then drives 3 miles away.
No, I've been here. I'm here tonight, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night.
Yeah. Okay.
I was here for longer till Wednesday, but I've driven all over Ireland today, and there's not a right lot unless there's just not a right lot of exciting shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just fields, mountains, sheep, cows, and sea.
There you go. Nice sheep by the sea. And,
you know. There's not much else.
I'll tell you what they like. If you tie a load of broccoli to the fence, they don't move. Just saying.
Gordo says the seasons is with salt and pepper, 2 minutes each side just to colour it, then out the pan. It's all right. The reason why I muted my thing is Chris has just gone to.
He's off to get some fucking broccoli.
He's just gone to the toilet and to wash his hands, and we've got no hot water. Hiya, Bexy. So yeah.
Yeah, he's off to get some broccoli, isn't he? You know he is. Tesco shirts.
The co-op. He says he's next to the co-op.
Let me see where the co-op is.
He says it's not far from where he is, co-op.
Cool place, huh? Having a look, aren't they? Christine's getting dropped off tomorrow, so I get to have a bit of a lay-in, hopefully.
Hey, back.
I don't know what
Chris has just told Callum, he says, we ain't got no hot water. And he says, well, Aaron, we're going to have a wash tomorrow. And he says, you'll have to have a cold wash or 2 boil kettle.
I
don't know, Tracy. Chris has just gone to the toilet, downstairs toilet, washed his hands, and he says, water won't get in hot. He's come in here and had a look at boiler. The boiler's on, but it's not sort of... Because, see, we've had this problem before. It needs a new boiler, really. Because it's either we've got eating and no hot water or hot water and no eating. But anyway, so we've had this... We even had a little mini spaceship put it downstairs in the toilet to help with...
We've got one of them Worcester Boss boilers. It's a pretty good boiler, actually. When we first moved in here, the boiler
you know, in this downstairs toilet, I call it a spaceship because it's like a grey sphere, and it's to help with No, ain't got an immersion eater. Hi, Steve. How are you?
That's quite a big co-op, that isn't it?
The one behind me, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a small hotel.
Yeah, it's got like a large car park. I bet it were a pub at one time, or something like that.
I reckon it was a hotel. It looks like a small hotel, doesn't it?
Yeah. Because there's that big co-op, and then there's a little one less than half a mile down the road.
Yeah. How much was the boat across?
With a car, 21 quid.
Well, return, that's not bad, is it?
No. What did you say it were if you went on 8 quid?
4 quid.
Oh, 4 quid.
And how long did it take?
55 minutes.
Not bad. Was there a small
Anybody know anything about boilers?
No, it was massive. Massive. It was
earlier.
3 stories, 3 stories of cars, and then there's a restaurant and a bar and all that shit on it.
It's basically, it's a, what's that?
Whiskey, mind your bum.
Glowworm, and it's got no hot water. Green lights on, boiler and everything, but it's just not.
Lights on, but there's no fucking on.
Did you hear that? Chris says lights on, but no fuckers at home. Yeah, we ain't got no immersion heater or anything. We've had several problems waiting past. With all these renovations that they're supposed to be doing, that's one of the things that they're replacing. Green lights on, Tracy. It's not flashing. You see,
I've got a green light.
They did show him because there's like a flap comes down at front. It could be the fact that might be some low pressure, but Chris said the pressure's quite high. He says green lights on, but yeah, no fucker at home either. I don't know. They should treat it as an emergency. I mean, you can't be without hot water anyway, so I mean, it's no good ringing them up at this time of night.
Well, you can boil it. You can boil a kettle, can't you? So that's what they'll
say.
Yeah,
that's what Chris has had to do. To boil a kettle.
That's what they'll say. That's all they'll
Chris
say.
says about what he's gone upstairs, Gordo.
Biscuit is still here.
It is a combi boiler, yeah. Because see, that sphere what they fitted, and I call it it's like a little grey sphere. I call it a spaceship, and it's got like a metal pipe, like actually plumbed into, like pipe that goes to radiators, and it's basically to I don't know. I'll ask him when he comes down, Gordo.
I have to top mine up, Gordo.
But you see, last time they come out to it, basically they're showing him, you pull this flap down and there's this little thing that you twist to up pressure.
Oh, really? What are you talking about?
I don't know.
She found a little knob, but she didn't want to mention it.
And there's this little thing you just tweak.
No cylinder. It's a combi boiler, which basically it eats it up as you use it.
Yeah.
You see, he didn't know notes about it until he's just been to the toilet downstairs, obviously washed his hands.
If you're eating on a lot, you need to do it every couple of months. But if you're eating on all the time, you like every 6 months or something, topping it back up. I mean,
hey, that's the thing. I'll ask him when he comes down. I'll tell him just to flick. See if it's.
Just have a look at gauge.
Go down 1.5 about right. Just put what's it on? See if heating kicks in.
I have done.
Is it upstairs? Water getting out upstairs.
Shower's getting up. I've already done that and it's kicking in.
Yeah, but if you're eating and your water out your taps are 2 totally different things.
Yeah. Same as I say, we've had this problem before. Once when they come out, we've got hot water but no heating, and then another time we came out and we got hot water but no heating.
Anyway. If there's no pressure gauge on it, you can check to see if the pressure's dropped, but it just wants a bit popping in.
It's just this is the thing here, Bex. He's just turned thermostat and it sounds like it's kicking in.
Yeah, but that'd be the thermostat clicking.
Is there no pressure gauge on it?
If the pressure dropped and there was a valve on the bottom of the boiler, I'd have to turn it and bring the pressure back up.
Yeah, is there no pressure gauge on it?
I think that's that thing that is where it drops down and it's like a little nipple type of thing.
Yeah.
And you just twist it and it
top it back up again.
Yeah.
Well, twist your nipple, sort it out, and it'll be fine.
Listen, I gotta go. I'm gonna have an early night tonight.
Yeah. Okie dokie then, Easy. Thanks for popping in. I'll see you tomorrow night.
All right, Richard, you be safe on that island.
Yeah.
You be kind to the sheep. They got feelings, you know.
Like the sheep. I'll see you later,
At least
Raisy.
tell him your name, Richard. At least tell him your name. I think Keena's fallen asleep up the sofa.
Tracy says radiator might need bleeding on to let air out. Johnny had to do it with ours.
Radiator's working.
Yeah, but you might need to bleed read because we haven't had eating on, have we?
Yeah, but it's the water at your tap, isn't it? That's the problem.
Yeah, it's hot water, not radiator.
Your taps are nothing to do with your radiator. It's two different systems.
Yeah, eating's working good. Oh, he's just turned thermostat and it's kicked in.
Yeah, heating's
Yeah, but the
working.
thermostat doing that clicking sound doesn't mean the actual central heating's working. No, it just means it clicking to temperature.
Well, I ain't putting it on just to find out. I'm sweating as it is.
Yeah, your central heating has they're not connected at all. Your central heating and your water at your taps are two different systems. You know, you can have bugging about.
You never know when you got struck by lightning, it might have done switches.
He's been working fine until he's just got to the toilet downstairs, washing his hands, and hot water went going out. We'll have to call them out tomorrow as an emergency. Can't do without hot water.
Absolutely razzing it down here.
I know Chris has just said it. Wanging it down.
Wanging it down, not razzing it down. Get it down,
Italy and Spain are sweating their asses off, and typical Britain, where.
Well, I think it was Wednesday when I went live. I says, "Oh, front page, we haven't actually had any rain today." Yeah, I shouldn't have spoke as soon.
Oh, so it's you. I blamed it on.
Yeah. I'll let you blame me, Johnny. Yeah. But
I got
yeah.
the car done yesterday, so it's all done.
Anyway,
for another 10.
It's no hardship, Chris. You know, I mean, they should come out as an emergency because we ain't got no hot water. So
might come back on tomorrow. You don't know.
By some miracle, you know, hot water fairy might visit here at night.
Idea.
Hey?
Leave it till tomorrow and see what happens.
Yeah. Same as I say, they do have a phone number you can ring in case of an emergency. Well,
Callum, if it had chocolate on it, you sort it out.
Gordo says it might be the heater exchange. I think that's why it's called ours collapse. But you see, we do some renovations, you know, rewire, new roof, new windows, new kitchen, new bathroom. Boiler's one of them. So, you know, it's... I mean, we've had engineer out several times to it. And each time they've come out, they've said, well, ideally, you could do a new boiler. But they've it's just been a quick fix, if you know what I mean. They've ordered this part for it, or they've ordered that part for it. They put that sphere thing in downstairs. But what they're going to do, they're just going to give it a quick fix because we're having a new boiler as part of these renovations.
Anyway, chaps, I'm going to have to get going.
Okay, Richard.
No, won't let you back in.
Yeah, have a good day tomorrow.
I'll try.
Have a good day, mate. Look after yourself. Yeah. And nice place.
Yeah, and we'll welcome you back to normality on Monday evening.
Yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back.
I'll see you later, Richard. Thanks for popping up and taking time out to come up anyway.
See you later.
We need to know the temperature of your flat, Richard. We're missing it.
Bye.
See you later, Richard.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, beautiful place to be where he is.
It is. It looks nice, but I wouldn't like to. Think. You see, that's the only problem. He's got to drive 4 hours up to Ferryport, and then he's got to take an hour ferry. You know what I mean? It's like when we went to Isle of Wight, we stayed in a hotel night before, so we weren't rushing in.
See you later, Richard. Have a good day. Don't get confused and say I do, Richard.
Not classed as an emergency, baby.
Well, they might ring us up and say, oh, yeah.
It's all right. It's just gone on website to report it. 15th of August, they can't come out till. I don't think so. We're not going to last all that. Yeah. I'll bring them up in the morning, baby, and tell them it's an emergency.
Though, isn't it?
Hey?
That's the thing. There's no number to ring up. It'll be, the reason being is because we've got a shower. We can use that. That's what the game got.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you hear that?
Oh, we've done that shit before. We've had to use.
Yeah. He says last time he rang up about it, he says the excuse was, it's not an emergency because you've got shower.
And you can boil a kettle for hot water.
So they're not treated to. I don't know.
But if you just,
it's like going back. It's like having to go back to olden days, like boiling a kettle for everything, washing pots, having a wash. You know what I mean? Anyway,
I'll just get me tin bath from behind shed. I did that as a kid though. I was really young though then. But yeah, I did the old tin bath bit in front of.
I did as well, Johnny, and toilet up yard.
Just as we moved into the house we lived on at Alton Moor, Osmondthorpe area, right? The little like a back cupboard where you could store stuff. We made that into a bathroom, so we actually had a toilet inside.
Yeah, I mean that old house what we didn't have a bathroom. It were like 3 bedrooms, but there were a lot of damp. But they were knocking it all down to make way for independent living for older people. You know, they got their own flats and everything. Now we were last ones there because my dad were building a bungalow, but it weren't quite ready. So yeah, they were trying to force us out, and my dad said, he says, well, look, he says, we can't move anywhere until this is ready. So that's what we did, and we got all sorts of tramps in houses, dossing down, and I can remember one night my mum had made a custard, custard tart, big custard tart, right? And we got up next morning and they broke a window and they just scooped their hand in it. So, yeah.
Bexy, I'm proud of you. He's tighter than me.
But yeah, it's when?
Do you have a flannel night?
It says last time we had a problem with it was 2nd of March last year, so it's sort of.
I'm going to do it all again now.
A year, just over.
What the fuck is Tim on about? He's got about cheese and crackers now.
Oh dear, but yeah, you know what I mean. It's like going back to olden times where
When he mentions the Jacobs crackers, he's going to make a funny noise.
Well, I like cheese on toast, but
can't do that anymore, can I?
But yeah,
cheese on a plate.
I mean, that's where we're a bit learnt me baking from my mum, and she'd made it was like pastry with like obviously a custard sprinkled with cinnamon or nutmeg on top.
That thing you made with cornflakes and were nice.
It were.
She's still got a big quarter of it.
Oh, Arn's all gone. All went by Thursday, I think.
Well, I'm not going to fall out of my chair about that one.
You're not like them that we're making Tuesday night. Oh, that's the thing. Just while I remember. Hi, partner. How are you? Tuesday night, we're still baking, but it's a bit later at 9:15 instead of 9 o'clock.
Well, Tracy didn't chat.
Yeah, I messaged Tracy because you see they playing a friendly, but it kick off early, so just sort of cover all bases. I says, well, I'll
finishes on time. It's Like
In case of extra time.
Yeah.
Why when
It does actually finish
Oh, hooray!
before
who we play on Tuesday?
we start baking, but then Chris has got set table up and
Who we
everything.
play on Tuesday?
Rotherham. But anyway. Bexy says I wished he could learn Braille.
We'll be with you on Wednesday, the 16th of August, between 7 a.m. and 6 p.m. Holy crap.
But yeah. 16th of August, that's like two and odd week away.
Yep.
What, 31st of August next Monday, a week on Monday.
July.
31st of July is on a week on Monday. It's actually 3 weeks.
3 weeks for the point.
No, wait 3 weeks for that.
Might get a new boiler between now and then.
Well, I doubt it if they're going to put a new boiler in, if they're doing all these renovations. But yeah, it's just to cover all bases, Tracy.
So,
You know, same as Chris says, it might finish early, but then we've got to set up table up and everything.
I bet. This makes you laugh. Why did your homework ever be so quick and easy?
I'm saying,
People is shit.
yeah. But yeah, what's Tim spreading? Well,
Quick and easy, more like bloody 10
Cheese.
years.
Yeah. But it's like one of these things. Oh yeah, Tracy says Keena's fell asleep downstairs. I forgot what we were going to say now. I forgot. You're not like these things that we're making on Tuesday then, Johnny, because they're all chocolate. Chocolate cupcakes, chocolate ganache in the middle, chocolate buttercream, and for good measure, pieces of chocolate on top. Yeah.
I love the bowl.
Dumping syndrome, yeah. But
The cornflake bit of that cake sends me a little bit funny. It's very sweet, but it's nice though.
But yeah, yeah. I says to Chris, I says I'm going to make that call.
Very nice with a coffee.
Hey,
Hey,
That cake thing, very nice with a coffee.
it's still not water.
You're tempted to dip it.
but I think what makes it is, you know, the golden syrup, the brown sugar, and the butter mixture.
What makes it is anything you and Tracy make is all heavy duty. It's all about that.
Oh, and Laurie's joining us as well on Tuesday. I have messaged Laurie. Yeah, everything's chocolate, partners. Chocolate cupcakes, chocolate ganache, chocolate buttercream, and you top it with pieces of chocolate as well. That's why they're called Galaxy chocolate cupcakes. But you see, it's one of these things here, Bexy, that we've had a letter and they've outlined things that they're going to renovate. Because I was saying other night, these houses were built in the 1950s, and they built them as a temporary measure because there was a housing shortage at the time. And basically, they're very dated, if you know what I mean. The wood windows, so they're doing as UPVC windows, they're doing a rewire, new boiler, see you in the morning, Callum, new kitchen, new bathroom, and then they're doing something with roof.
Bloody hell, you'll have a new house.
That's why I say I don't want to be here when it's happening, because can you imagine all mess and dust and God knows what else?
Oh, it won't be a healthy environment for you to be around when they do it.
But it's all right.
my other house had a really nice printer. And when they did the whole house, they rewired that and dug all the wires out. There were that much dust, it knackered my printer.
But yeah, Chris has just gone downstairs toilet, went to wash his hands, and there were no hot water. So basically, we've got no hot water, and he's just gone on the website for, you know, his landlords, and basically they say for, I don't know, something of August. 16.
www.tufftitty.com.
Yeah. But what can you do?
You won't be able to do all.
You're not going to put a new boiler in, because that's what one of the things that they're doing when they're doing renovations is putting in.
They probably won't do all over the weekend.
But yeah, it's probably just be a cheap and cheerful fix. You know what I mean?
I'm having a tiny lie in it, man.
But this is as well, Bexit. They've been out that many times to it, and the amount of times that the engineers that's come out have said, well, ideally, you could do a new boiler. And this has been going on for quite a while. Yeah, Laura's joining us, Tracy.
Good job, like argument's sake, the whole lot have gone down it, but winter.
I know.
And they say 2.5 weeks.
It's not on.
No, once you better speak to them on Monday and get somebody out, won't you? But I can't see you doing that.
Urbex says it check the fuse first, just a regular glass fuse on the power board behind the panel. No idea.
There might be a fuse box just near where the on and off switch is on the wall as well.
But you see, because they've been out that many times and it's been due to dropping pressure, that's why they put that sphere thing in downstairs toilet, and also they've shown him how to re-pressure it back up. So I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see what, you know, tomorrow's another day. We'll see how we go on and see what's what.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, over years it's been, yeah, we've had.
Shy.
I mean, the amount of times engineers had to come out.
When we first moved in here, within about a few weeks, the boiler packed up. But the house was empty for quite a while. I think that's what.
I'm not kidding you, Johnny. Before we moved here, we were in a masonette. And after we'd moved in, they come and says, oh, we've got to do a boiler check and this shit. Anyway, so they come out and did a boiler check and condemned it. And it was middle of winter, and they got doors wide open. We've got no heating, no nothing, and they were replacing boiler. I'm sat there with duvet right up over me. It were absolutely brassic.
Yeah.
But yeah, that were the worst. And Chris were working, and I'm sat there all day on sofa, absolutely freezing me brass. Yeah.
You can say monkeys.
Yeah, I got a blanket over me. I'd got my coat on, and I got my duvet and wrapped that round me, and I was still cold. Honestly, it were.
What did you have doors open for though? Soldering and that?
Because they were coming and going with because they like bending pipe work, and it were all done outside.
Right.
So they were like backwards and forwards with pipe work and this, that, and other. Kept saying, "Can't you shut doors?" He says, "Well, we need to keep going outside and coming back in because of bending up pipe work, and I don't know." Anyway, right, I'm gonna get going.
Okay.
And I shall see you.
I'm heading that way. There's a pillow calling my name.
I'll see you all on next one, guys, Monday evening. And yeah, thank you for joining me, Johnny and Richard and Daisy. So thank you, everybody, for joining me tonight. And I'll see you on the next one, guys. Bye.
Bye.